My zeal for blood rituals and summoning rites had begun to ebb, as each attempt invariably brought only failure and disappointment. Progress was halting, and the rapidly accumulating surplus of wasted flesh had become burdensome.
Hello everyone, welcome to another Darkest Dungeon video. Hope you're doing well.
Nothing is more terrible than I can describe. An incoherent jumble of organ, sinew, and bone.
How foreboding. Hope you're doing better than this bosses, who seems to not be having a very good time, especially once I reach him. You know, there's one room here that looks very out of place. It's this one, isn't it? So I think we'll start to go in there. Starting the session with the inchoate flesh? I guess that's how we pronounce that. A wheeled boss fight.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Not entirely sure of a setup here, but I'm trying something new. The problem is that I didn't have any vest towels. I didn't really have that much money either, so our skills aren't super great. This Occulist is actually rank 0, so this one may not be going super well. We might have to flee the scene here, but oh, I could at least have equipped trinkets every time, dude. Every mission I just forget and neglect these. I'm terrible. Just the worst. Okay. It's fine though. We got some good single target heals. Not very consistent, but can be good. We got some curses. No, not curses. Yeah, we have a curse. Yeah, no, they're both curses, but we have a mark and a regular debuff. We got some stuns, we got some posts. I think we should be okay. I really should have the drag attack here though, because we are woefully ranged is the thing actually. Woefully melee even is the thing. So that might actually be a big problem that I didn't really think about. Whoops. Whatever. Let's give this a good old shot. So I guess we should just try to kill the front line. I guess. Hey guys. So with our man-at-arms now, Robusto, I'm trying out a new thing because someone told me, I think it was Kulik told me, that actually what's it called again? Rampart. Rampart is very good, and I have been trying it since. It is very good. It's got a knockback and a stun, and it seems to stun very often. So it seems like an incredibly reliable ability. So we're trying that plus guard, plus some buffs, plus riposte. So that's why I have him sort of in the backline here. So because he can guard the front line and also attack back. His buff is like fairly nice. His dodge and distress. Okay, if you get diseased, I wouldn't be too upset. He already has a disease. I plan to remove that once he camp here. It's part of the reason why I brought him. Other than he's good. I think these guys are not resistant, vulnerable to bleed as well, like this dungeon. So he should be doing very well here. Probably should have brought more bleedy stuff here. It's fine. Gotta say though, the Occultist heal is my least favorite in the game. It can heal for like a lot, but I really just like the AoE heal that the Vestal has. I just think it's incredibly consistent and good, and even though it's way lower than a single target heal, I just feel it's way more applicable if you just keep casting that than the single target heal, because usually it's like there's a bunch of chip damage on everyone, you know? It's kind of how I feel. The problem with the combo I'm talking about with the man-at-arms is that it kind of takes a lot of turns to do, you know? One turn to bolster, one turn to retribution, one turn to guard, you know? But we can just like Let's see. We can just retribution here. We don't have to do too much stuff here. Also, he does mark himself, which I think puts him up higher in like the threat table in the AI, but I'm not sure how that works, honestly. That's Rampart. Oh, it puts him forward one step. I didn't actually realize it did that. Ah, but it's really nice to have that at least. Okay, that kind of screws with my team theory then. Because my idea was to have him back there and like just keep casting spells. I can't actually spam Rampart then during the boss fight. Ooh. It's really annoying. I really should just read the ability completely. I guess that goes to show what I was talking about last time. It's true. It's not that there's a bunch of stealth changes that are so minor that I wouldn't notice every time I play this game. Is that I just don't fucking read the abilities. hence me completely forgetting that he moves forward when ramparting. That sucks. That really sucks. I really like Rampart, but I guess we'll take Bellow instead then. I guess. I don't really know what this means. Crits receives chance, plus 5% while marked. So do I get crit more? No, oh I see. The enemy gets the debuff that they get crit 5% more if they are marked. Holy shit, that's conditional. He doesn't even have a mark ability, I think. Right? Oh no, Retribution marks the target. Oh! Ha! How about that? So I guess my combo is Retribution them, and then Bellow. Or rather, Guard first, Retribution, then Bellow. God, there's so many steps, but it's a boss fight, so I guess that makes sense, you know? I bet you can medicinal herbs this. And it actually already said I could. Oh my god, I have a lot of food. Okay. Should I even be using a bandage? Probably not. I should just be eating my food. Because I have so much food. That's ridiculous. It would be very soon to find the boss if it was right there. But it has happened before. It's not unprecedented that a boss is very close to respawn.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to
These
follow
boys
it.
here are so annoying. I really should enable my cursor while recording this game here. Hang on. I'll fix that. There we go. There's my cursor. These boys here are so annoying. With this team here, because I can't really hit them. I can do this. Which is actual 4 bleed per turn. Actually, not bad at all. Because that didn't do too much damage, but with the bleed and the way bleed stacks, ooh, that's actually gonna hurt. So I do have some okay backline attack then. Some reasonably okay backline attack. Oh, actually, no, I do have a mark. I'll call this as a mark. So now I can Bellow, I guess, and it can get crit more. Actually, putting in minus speed on enemies is actually really nice. Because getting my turns out before them, it feels really, really, really impactful, honestly. Is it worth revenging here? I think it's always worth revenging. It's the big buff, gives more damage, more accuracy, I think. Because the big problem with the well, what's your name, buddy? Leper. Big problem with Leper is that he hits rarely, you know? Not rarely, but he has the tendency to miss a lot. That's how I put it, yeah. Which can be really annoying, so I kind of like to mitigate that a little bit. I think Purge actually helps do that as well. Yeah, that's so worth it. Yeah, it stacks like that, 8 damage per round now. Ooh, it's crazy. I guess this means he takes more damage. Maybe I should do that rather than Mighty Dodge. I was just looking at this guy and I was like, he's gonna miss. I have like very little faith in the lepers. I feel like they just always miss. But they do a lot of damage. so, you know. I still like them.
Formation is broken.
I didn't have to do that, he was gonna bleed to death.
Offensive.
Yeah, actually, rather for shorter fights, I should probably Purge rather than Revenge. Because I do get the accuracy buff from that. I just think it's kind of necessary to be getting some sort of accuracy buff when playing as the leper at the start of the fight. Cool. So now we got the buff, and we got the riposte, and we got the guard. So that's kind of the combo there. But as you can see, for the smaller fights, it really doesn't matter because by the time I've done that whole combo, he hasn't been super impactful other than the buff, which can help. And they're all dead, you know? So it's a bit long, but for bosses, I think it might be good. Thank you.
Waiting to be spent.
Okay, we didn't scout this place, but I bet you. Oh, do not look at that. Okay. Well, if I think the boss is right there, I should be camping. Feels a bit silly, it's very early, but I just feel for sure the boss is right there. Why are we eating so much? Some of you have that hacking thing, don't you? Am I high as hell? Obsessed with food, is that it? I'm not high as hell, right? This is more than usual. I feel like it's usually 2, 4, and 8. Well, whatever. We have so much food. It would be nice if they told me why, yeah, the numbers were like that. So that's not very helpful. We gotta remove this disease. See a tapeworm. You imagine just fucking lashing himself and getting rid of tapeworms. I guess he like just put his flail, just like just deep throated it, and then like twisted it around his guts, and that's the way you got him. Ooh, 110 accuracy plus 3 speed. It's pretty fucking sick for the leopard, dude. That's awesome. I'm awesome. I kept wanting to say amazing, but also awesome. I'm awesome. Prevent nighttime ambush. It's nice. I would rather not get ambushed. Dark strength. Get stress, but someone does more damage. That would be sick on the leper. And then we could encourage to get rid of that. Or even quarantine. Because I imagine it's either 20%, 20 or E or 15. It can't be both, right? It can't be minus 20 and also 50% chance of minus 15 as well. Those rolls are probably being done at the same time. And exclusively, right? You have to imagine. So 4. So if you do that, that's 2. Then 2. Means I have 3 left. Which I can't really do much with. I can let the mask down and then 2 as well, but he doesn't have any stress, so it doesn't matter. 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. That exactly rounds up. Exactly lethal. And then damage on you. You might get ambushed. I'd rather not get ambushed, but it's fine. I believe this is the best set of actions. Maybe even if we get ambushed. Ambushes aren't too bad.
The light, the promise of
There we
safety.
go. It's definitely the best one if we don't get ambushed. So there's that. I mean, I feel like it was a very expensive price for not getting ambushed, you know? I should have that up a little bit longer. At least a little bit longer. Cool. I have some plans for those in the future, so you might not even have to read them. You know what? You know what? I think we got us. I think, actually, even though we got a scrappy team here, do not disease me. I would like you to not disease me, please. Even if you have a scrappy team here, I think we got it. Now, I really should do a team like Flagellant and Highwayman and like all the bleed guys. Just get all the bleed guys and put them in the squad. That's what I should do. Can I reduce the accuracy in any way? I just wanted to not hit me, you know? I guess I can buff and increase a dodge. Just, I do not want to get hit by the disease shit. I hate that stuff.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
I'd rather not done that, but I just want them to be in the front line so I can punch them.
Weakened.
I think sometimes I've gotten a little bit obsessed with value and like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, I'm gonna do something else instead, even though killing them is probably like the good decision, even though I fucked up somewhere along the lines, you know? Like last time I was like, I really shouldn't have attacked this guy because now I can point blank him. It was still worth point blanking them because just killing them, doing that damage, still worth it, even though I really could have skipped the first step, you know? I get a bit obsessed with like my misplays and being like, oh man. I guess since I did that misplay, I gotta like do another misplay somewhere else to make sure that there's still value in my actions, you know. Can't do that. Should I bandage up? No, it's just 1 damage per turn. If the boss is gonna bleed me, it's gonna be way more than that. Can I get rid of these debuffs? 1 round, 2 rounds. Oh fuck, that didn't do what I thought it did at all. Oh, it's the medicinal herbs that removes the debuffs. Dadoy! I forgot. The holy water gives a bunch of resistances, which is nice as well. So I can get rid of that. There we go. Okay. So on my last round, when I was talking about my musketeer, the boss isn't even here, dude.
Spirits are lifted.
I had a feeling.
And purpose is made clear.
I had a feeling it was a little bit too close. But if you look at the map, it is the most awkward place to get to, kind of. Should I even go this way? No. Fuck, I royally screwed up here, actually. Yeah, using the camp there was a bad choice. I really should have gone there, and if I didn't find the boss... No, if I did find the boss, I'd retreat and then camp, you know? That's what I should have done now. But because of that, I will try to walk around these battles when I see them. Because I don't want battles. It wouldn't be so bad if I had a Vestal, because the Vestal would be able to rejuvenate us in between each fight, like all of us. But I can't really do that here. I can get a heals on most of my party here. But they're not going to be very good, and they're going to waste a whole bunch of turns, you know? Like, I don't really want to be spending my turns rejuvenating with my flagellant, you know? It kind of sucks. Healing with my leper isn't too bad, because his heal is pretty good. Yeah, 6 HP, and it also de-stresses him. But, you know, I also kind of just want to kill stuff. You just want to get to the drum as quick as possible, yeah, so let's just send him forward like that. In fact, I might be able to retribution him here. There we go. And if he drums him, he might actually slap him with the shield. Like, if he drums the whole squad. Let's see it. Will you slap back? How can he slap? He just drummed at you. I'm not gonna complain though. It's fucking sick. Now, here's hoping that this boss is someone that primarily just does single target damage, because I can deal with that. Sometimes. Sometimes he'll just heal for 0 and I'll be very unhappy, but every now and then he will heal for a lot and it'll be sick. I should cleanse that.
Triumphant pride,
yeah, that's 5 damage. I should cleanse that. Do not have a key. Let's just open it. Oh, he's trapped. And that's 6 damage. So I have to cleanse that. Okay. Where do we go now? Let's go for the theory of the opposites. That's the theory I have, the working theory, that if something is on the opposite side of the map from where you started, that's probably where the boss is, right? So if I started here, it should probably be around here or here, you know? The farthest away from where you spawn is where the boss is, which will be here. It's usually true, I feel. I imagine that when the map is generated, it tries to do something like that. Oh, that stun me. Gross. I don't really know what +5 accuracy means. I guess it's 5%, right? Because I think accuracy is done in 0 to 100. It's 8 to 5 right now. So, 5%. Is that a lot? Not really, but it's something. Man, you only have 2 more rounds, not 2 more battles of that buff. This kinda sucks. That's my fault. That is my fault for fucking up where we went. We can actually keep purging. Increasing how much accuracy we get. Oh, something I didn't consider actually is that it only lasts for 3 rounds. So in short fights it's gonna be good stacking that, but in long fights it's not gonna be worth it. Absolutely worthless in long fights.
Slow and insidious killer.
Boss could even be. Ah, thank you. Good scout. Thank you. There is. Could use my holy water here. Well, that sucks. Guilty conscience. There is night blindness. Don't know if that does anything for you, good or not. I have no idea. Right, we should probably just heal up here. You don't really have to worry about starving here, so I'm just gonna eat all of it. There is. That sure is something, right there. What was that? It looked like it tried to do something to me, but I don't know. Okay, so it's all one enemy, I think, but also 4 enemies. So I imagine you can't break off any of these parts, maybe. But they do have different stats. So the head there has like 50% prot, but that bit there has 0 dodge and no prot, and the tail has high prot. So I guess we should attack the middle here? Yes. So, but I guess for damage it's probably gonna be the tail or head? Fuck knows, I don't know. The resistance is also way lower in the middle here, way lower. I guess I'm gonna just weakening curse the middle. Sure. I was thinking about weakening cursing the head as well, because that's probably gonna be what does the damage. Oh, and that also heals, so there's a lot of reasons to kill this thing. You start with the buff, right? Because I believe that lasts the whole fight. Yeah, it does. Is it worth bleeding these things? Because if it bleeds, that hits 2 things on the same target, making it the bleed pretty high value. It's got high resistance. Because attack this, which would do more raw damage. The thing is also is that there's a debuff on Rhinoceros as well that increases the chance to be bleeded. So if we hit that, the chance to bleed it is fairly high, at least after like 2 Rhinoceros. And it lasts for probably 3 rounds, judging by the bleed duration, I guess. I'm gonna say we Rhinoceros. Because it's mostly, if it's mostly bleed damage that we do anyway with the Flagellant, I think. So I think it winds up being high value in the end, right? Revenge does increase the damage you take, but we plan to guard here. Oh, it shuffled around. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so try to hit one specific part of it, maybe not great. Oh! No. It didn't shuffle around. The different parts of it changed. This is a different part we haven't seen before. And this is the same part as it was before, because you can see the buff is still on it. Okay. So what this was, you kind of have to like bide your time a little bit, I guess. Because sometimes you're gonna get like the ribs here, and they're gonna be a little bit inconvenient to get. That heal is nasty. But look at the bleed. Look at the bleed stacking up here. That is super nasty, actually. After 2 turns, it's already 12 damage a turn. That is insane. It's so sick. Okay, yeah, the head doesn't change, so if you want to curse anything, it's probably going to be the head. Yeah, because see now, it's got minus 10% prot, but it's still... So it puts it equal to this thing, basically. I guess we may as well attack that. But if we curse that, that would have been 40% instead, which would have been done. So, I think we end up guarding the leper rather than the flagellant, because we want the flagellant to actually take damage so that he can do his super moves. And there we go, ribs are back, and the heal is back here. So we can hit this next turn now. Just keep stacking the bleed, dude. Yeah, the bleed is going to be super consistent now because the bleed resist has gone way the fuck down. Do we heal anyone? It might be a bit Galaxy Brain to like deliberately let him get low HP, because we don't really want to do that because he gets a debuff if he uses this move. So let's try to keep him. Oh fuck me. Let's try to keep him topped up as much as possible. But now we have to use the move anyway. Sanguine Stroke. Gross. Don't tell me about your sanguine strokes. Should we purge? I don't think so. Yeah, accuracy is pretty high now. 95? It's pretty high. It's got 0 dodge as well. Let's just keep punching it. That really sucks. Really sucks what I've done here to my flagellant. I would really rather they didn't, you know. At least they haven't poisoned them, so there's that. We should be retributioning now. This one.
Precision and power.
Oh, the head can morph. It has just chosen not to. Interesting. Exsanguinate. This thing's rules as well. It's like 5 bleed, 7 bleed, 7 bleed. Holy shit. Because everything here is like 1 unit in terms of health, all these bleeds are just doing so much fucking damage. It's crazy. I don't think I picked like an amazing squad here. I feel like I picked up the flagellant. That's mostly what I feel. So now we should definitely heal him. He has less healing received though? Oh fuck me. This is why I hate Occultist. He has literally healed for 0 in a couple turns here. Might be like a net sum of like 8 healing during this whole boss fight, which is extremely unhelpful. Extremely unhelpful. Retribution is for 2 turns. Our guard is up for 1 round. That's Bellow. Oh, is that him dead? It's just that easy, dude. Yeah, let's not linger. I'm returning to the hamlet. Not bad at all. It's pretty easy, actually. Huh. I'm not crazy about the reward we got here. It's just a bunch of resistances. And obviously I'm going to put it on someone that doesn't use debuffs or anything like that. Or afflictions. But there might be some sort of niche boss out there that does a bunch of elements that I'd like to resist, you know? Oh, here's the blade boss. It would be nice to have that for that, but, you know, other than that, I get it was better than the other choice I had, which was something I already had. Oh, fuck, this boss gave me nothing. No, that's not true. Oh, you do sell your supplies. Yeah, you do sell your supplies. Right, good to know. It gave me this gold at least, but I didn't collect shit. But that's my fault. I could have done more fights if I wanted to. I just didn't feel like it. What do we get? Sure, whatever. Oh! Clutch hitter. I don't know what that was, but this one's pretty good as well. Clutch hitter sounds like something I would have liked to have done. I might even like lock that on my weapon now.
There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
We'll get around to that horror that I've never seen before, actually. Very excited. Let's go have a look at the map here, so you kind of get an idea of where I'm at right now. Let's have a look. I probably should have done this on the early episodes as well. We got the Brigand 8-pounder in the Wild, the Swine King in the Warrens. Oh yeah, we did a Swine Prince last time, and there's a Swine King, right? Yeah. I don't see the boss in the ruins. Because we need to clear a path to the boss. So that might be something you have to do in the future. And also in the cove, we got the Alluring Simon. And for that, we can bring along our 4s? We can bring along our 4s and our 3s. Excellent. Very excellent. We don't actually have them in the 4s, so I might have to do some 3s here to make sure I have a better party. Because, yeah, the 4s I'm seeing right now, I'm like, that's a bad party writer. So, well, we can mix and match, I guess. 3 and 4. Sounds good. Yeah, between the 3 and 4, party members here, we got some good shit. I mean, we got 3 Vestals. So, it's perfect. Whoa, my Vestals are the same color. What the fuck? I didn't realize. Can't have that. There we go. I think. Perfect. Alright, cool. Sorted. Even some bonus town segment that nobody cares about. Alright, that'll do it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you had a good time viewing. And I hope to see you for next episode. Doing some of these bosses. Yeah. Take it easy. See ya. Goodbye.